Call to the public. Call.
Hello everybody, welcome to another fun-filled episode of What's Cool and What's Not Cool. I am the Simpsons expert, Cullen Sarnelle, aka Big C-Man. The Simpsons, yes. We remembered in the old days, Simpsons made video games. When I was a kid, The Simpsons basically ruled everybody's life, including mine. The show has been on for over 20 years, but we all love The Simpsons in general. Today's episode is about Simpsons video games. Today I'm going to be discussing a bunch of Simpson games that are going to be cool and not cool. Wow, a Simpson episode. So here it is. The Simpsons. First up, The Simpsons Road Rage. That's a cool Simpsons game. If you don't know The Simpsons Road Rage, the game looks similarly to a Sega game called Crazy Taxi, except it's featured with Simpsons characters. Mostly, a lot of Sega people were offended that they had to use Simpsons characters that look kind of similar to Crazy Taxi, but it's just a game. The Simpsons game. That is a cool Simpsons video game. When I played it on Nintendo Wii, I thought it was pretty amazing though. Just like the levels look kind of fun. Most of the animation kind of feels similarly to the TV show, just like Homer with a bunch of chocolate bunnies, and then it felt like I was watching a Simpson episode. Chocolate, half price. Bart's Nightmare. That's a cool Simpsons video game. Yeah, a lot of people thought it was not that good though, but Bart's Nightmare doesn't look too bad though. The levels look pretty amazing. Like, it's like you're doing a mini game. My favorite is the one where Bartman's flying and you fight the enemies. And the Itchy and Scratchy bit looked pretty cool. Bart's favorite cartoon characters, you battle against Itchy and Scratchy, just like the Halloween episode. The Simpsons Hit and Run. That is a cool Simpsons game. When I played The Simpsons Hit and Run on GameCube, I thought it was pretty intense. The game, I think Homer has to avoid these black vans that show up in the game. It sucks sometimes, but it's true. Black vans! The Simpsons Hit and Run looks kind of similarly to most of the Grand Theft Auto games. I don't really play Grand Theft Auto. It looks kind of like a... So what you're saying is that... It can never be a Simpsons game without the original. The Simpsons arcade game. That's a cool Simpsons video game. Hell yeah. When I first tried it, I was a boy. The game was made by Konami. It's actually fun though. Like, I played as Marge. The game kind of looks similarly to the Ninja Turtles arcade game after the release of the first horrible, crappy Ninja Turtles game for the NES. Hell, you play as Simpson characters, and the game, you have to save Maggie! Bart versus the Space Mutants. Yuck, that is not a cool Simpsons game. When I played this game for the NES, the game is actually embarrassing. Like, when I played the first stage, you hear the Simpsons theme playing on a loop. When I'm trying to beat the first stage, I mean, it's easy to spell the words, but what's tough is spray painting everything. Yes, The Simpsons, that game is hard. Bart versus the World. It's not a cool Simpsons video game. This was a sequel to Bart versus the Space Mutants. The only place I completed is the first one, China. I didn't get past the North Pole because it was hard. What I did is got a game over, and like Homer Simpson would say, DOWN! Mr. Burns is your enemy in most of the games. Like, this sucks, there's only 4 stages. China, the North Pole, Egypt, and Hollywood. Bartman meets Radioactive Man. That's not a cool Simpsons video game. I remember playing that game for Game Gear, and you know what sucks? I only got past 1 stage, and at least you get continues besides the first 2 NES ones. Like, When I played this Radioactive Man, I didn't even get that far, and it's just like, Bartman can't fly? That's ridiculous. He's supposed to fly in games like that. This is funny. Bart and the Beanstalk. That's not a cool Simpsons video game. Bart is a little person named Jack, and Homer's the giant. Fee, fi, fo, fum. I smell Bart! Oh my god. That was actually funny. Bart is a little person. He can't even fight his father. He could, actually. Oh, look at this crap. The Simpsons Wrestling. That's not a cool Simpsons video game. Everybody knows that The Simpsons Wrestling looks so damn horrible as a fighting game. It's just like, oh, what we're gonna do? I don't know, let's have Simpson characters wrestle the hell out of each other. I don't want to see Ned Flanders beat the crap out of Mr. Burns. Just like the worst part about it is, like, a lot of people said the controls are difficult. The Fox company, they tried their best, and sometimes games like that, they go from good to not so good. And to tell you the truth, this game is worse than Virtual Bart on the Super Nintendo. I'd be afraid to play the Simpsons Wrestling game. So what have we learned about this episode? Simpsons video games I like are cool. Other Simpsons video games I don't like are not cool. Alright, I'd like to thank the gay guys, Smosh. I'd like to thank Brokers. I'd like to thank James Rolfe, the Angry Video Game Nerd. I'd like to thank Nostalgia Critic, Look at Me 123, ChangeTheChannel.com, and Wood Creek Faction. Well, I hope you enjoyed that episode of What's Cool and What's Not Cool. Thanks for watching that episode. Now I'm going to eat my own shorts. Good night.